just west of Chicago, in a community called Elmhurst. There's a place where you'll grow into a connected thinker and a passionate changemaker, with skills to excel and knowledge that lasts. Elmhurst University. Go far, do well.
Good afternoon, fans, and welcome to our 8th Annual Hall on the campus of Elmhurst University for today's NCAA Women's Basketball Contest. Today's game features the visiting St. Mary's College Bells facing off against your Elmhurst University Blue Jays. Before we begin today's game, we ask that you please stand if you are willing and able and face the flag next to the scoreboard for the playing of our national anthem. Today's starters. First for the visiting Bells. 5'7" sophomore number 2, Kate Restovich. 5'9" freshman number 5, Kate Essenoff. 5'7" sophomore number 14, Annie Restovich. 5'8" junior number 15, Nicole Connolly. And 5'10" sophomore, number 24, Avery Schuster. The Bells are led by head coach Rob Hoffman. And now, the starting lineup.
Good afternoon and welcome inside R.A. Falconer Hall here on the beautiful campus of Elmhurst University. I'm Bill Downing. He is Gabe Martin, Suncom.tv. Thank you for joining us. Also on Elmhurst University's athletic YouTube page. It is the final home broadcast 2024. It's the Bells of St. Mary's. Yep, right outside Notre Dame and your Elmhurst University Blue Jays. Blue Jays coming in 7-2 overall, 1-2 in the CCIW. MC Brown will be tipping off here in just a second against Avery Schieser. And the Blue Jays with the opening tip. Here's Cusack, top of the key. Nice crossover dribble. Kicks it out in the corner. Christian Bukata has been everything to this team. Here's Novak. Bounces it out to Cusack. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Bukata in the paint. She's going to drop in. Kicks it out to Brown. There's Novak for a long three. That's off the back of the iron. No good. And rebounded by Schieser. And here come the Bells. Blue Jays averaging 73.3 points per game. The Bells coming in at 53.9. The Bells 3-7 overall and 0-2 in the Michigan Intercollegiate Athletic Association. There's our first whistle of the contest, and that's going to go up against Lindsay Novak. First one for the contest, 20 on the shot clock, 9:05 on the game clock. Still no points here in the early part of this final home broadcast for 2024. There's Annie Restovich. Gets it out to her sister Kate. Now left-handed dribble by Conley. Drops it in. Schieser. Went right then left. Throws it up, and she's going to be fouled as the shot clock expires. And I believe that is going to be Dee DeLippe, the 5'8 sophomore out of Westmont, Illinois. Second foul for the Blue Jays. Here in the first, 8:45 left, and first one is missed by Avery Schieser. Schieser, 5'10 sophomore out of Austin, Texas, played at St. Dominic Savio Catholic. She makes one of two, and the Bells are on the board, leading 1-0. Bukata, points per game, leads everybody. And that one, DeLippe. It's going to go off of DeLippe and Passanal. Was close, but she pulled her hands back at the last second. Full court press set up by Elmhurst. 1-0, St. Mary's College. That one stripped nicely. Brown, now Bukata. Finds Novak. Shot up too strong, no good. And a board by Conley. Conley, 5'8 junior out of Mokina, went to Lincoln Way Central. They were one game shy of making it back to the high school state championships in football. Nothing but net. Annie Restovich, the 5'7 sophomore out of Wildwood, Missouri, Visitation Academy, makes it 3-0 Bells. Here's Bukata in the lane. Nicely done. Dribble left and shot with the right. Right over the top of Nicole Conley, and the Blue Jays are on the board, trailing by 1, 3-2. Kate Restovich. Kate Passanal. Restovich going to drive into the lane, 5 seconds. This one, three-point land, no good by Annie Restovich. Bukata with the board. Here's Bukata just inside the free throw line. Cusack for three. Rowan Cusack, the 5'2 senior from Vancouver, Washington, gives the Blue Jays their first lead at 5-3. Here's Restovich. Drive to the left side, right in front of the Blue Jays bench. 5-3 Blue Jays, 6:48 left here in the first. 10 seconds on the shot clock. MC Brown, solid defense on Schieser. DeLepe. Oh, that was a great play there by Pazanoff. DeLepe had her pinned along the baseline. That was the only way that one was going to work. 5-5 is your score. You can see Novak kicks it out. Bukata. Cusack, who just hit that three. Here's DeLepe. Baseline, almost steps out of bounds. Novak, quick dribble. Just inside the paint, no good. DeLepe with the board. Count it, and one. I see DeLepe. Nobody boxed her out, and she's going to go to the line for the and one. DeLepe, 5'8" sophomore out of Westmont. That foul on Nicole Conley, the junior from Mokina. DeLepe with a chance for the and one. That one too strong, no good. Boarded down by Conley. 7-5 Blue Jays. Dawson Wells out enjoying family time. Flying solo here today. Here's Restovich. Long three. That one misses everything by Conley. Cusack with the board. Here's Bukata. Quick transition. DeLepe. Near elbow. That one is good. Got the friendly roll. She's got 4, and the lead is 4 for the Blue Jays at 9-5. Blue Jays shooting 50%, 4 of 8 from the field. Bell's also at 50, 2 of 4. Here's Conley. Tried to go around Bukata. Bukata stuck to her like glue. Wild shot up, no good. Novak with the board. Here's Bukata. Finds DeLepe. Count it. She's on fire. She's got 6. DeLepe. Leading all scorers with 6 points. Pazanoff uses the glass. Too strong. DeLepe got it. Now Cusack. Here's Cusack. She wants to go coast to coast. She'll kick it out to Novak for 3. No good. Off the side of the rim. And the board by Pazanoff, and MC Brown guilty of the foul. And it looks like we're going to have ourselves a timeout. 56%, well, make it 50%. The Blue Jays from the field, 5 of 10. They're 1 of 3 from beyond the arc. 0 for 1 from the free throw line. DeLepe leading all scorers with 6 points. She's 3 of 4 from the field. Missed her only free throw attempt. Got an offensive board. Blue Jays on a 6-0 run over the last minute 32. And they've made 5 of their last 7 from the field. The Bells out of St. Mary's, Indiana. If you don't know where that's at, last night's game, the Hoosiers and the Fighting Irish. St. Mary's right outside of Notre Dame University. They are shooting 33% from the field, 2 of 6, 0 for 2 from beyond the arc, and they're 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. 4 rebounds for the Bells, 5 for the Blue Jays. 1 offensive board, and that one went to DeLepe. She is on fire with 6 points. Lures and Ely into the contest for the Blue Jays. Here's Conley. She was going to drive. There's a long 3. That one no good by Restovich. Restovich gets it back. And a fresh 20. And that one well defended by Salika Ely. Natalie Hardy, the 5'6" sophomore from Eureka, Missouri, checks in for the Blue Jays. So Lures Revizzi. Hardy. Anna Klaczynski. Shalika Ely. Whole new crew on. There's a nice strip that time. Here's Ely, going to try to go coast to coast. And that one will go off of a bell. Good strip that time by Shalika, 5'6" senior from Chino Hills, California. Revizzi finds Klaczynski, shot up, trying to use the backboard, no good. Kate Restovich. Picked up by Revizzi, and how about that? Another turnover. Boy, the tough D by the Blue Jays, causing some trouble for the Bells. Maria Stevens, the 5'10" freshman from Concord, Michigan, with the foul for the Bells. Bells right now haven't scored in the last 3 minutes and 4 seconds. Klaczynski from downtown hits the front of the rim, no good. Conley with the board. Here comes Restovich, Kate Restovich. Conley pinned in. Left of the lane, Restovich. A little pump fake and then a travel. Pazinal coming back in for the Bells. Four turnovers right now for St. Mary's College. Blue Jays have been clean. Here's Klaczynski, top of the key. Hardy, near corner three, count it. Natalie Hardy, the sophomore from Eureka, Missouri, from a downtown Elmhurst with the three. And the Blue Jays extend their lead 14-5. So Natalie has a huge cheering section here today. There's a long three. That one good by Kate Pazinalt, the freshman from Grand Rapids, Michigan. And then a steal, first turnover, and then a travel. And they'll turn it right back over. The Blue Jays, 2 of 5 from beyond the arc. This one's stolen by Notaro, and then stolen back by Hardy. Then another travel. Boy, lots of turnovers here early on by both teams. Blue Jays with their 2nd and 6 for the visiting Bells from Notre Dame, Indiana. Quick move in there by Guma, and then a long three from the corner. Nicely done by Annie Restovich. 14-11. Here with a $1:44 left in the first. Anna Klaczynski left wide open. Might as well. That one didn't fall. And then fighting for it but losing it. Guma comes up with it for the Bells and then turns it over off the hands of Ella Notaro, a freshman from Crystal Lake, Illinois. Brown, Cusack, Novak, Buchanan, Delipi. Your starters back in. Here's Bucata, 22 on the shot clock, 1:20 on the game clock. Cusack, she's going to drive into the lane, shot up, no good. She's knocked down, fighting for the board. Delipi comes up with it, fresh 20. Here's Novak, step back three. That one no good, missed everything. Kate Pazinalt with the board. Here's Notaro. She's going to drive right of the lane. Shot up, no good. She gets her own board. And then another travel, this time by Kate Pazenalt. Delipi with 6, Hardy with 3, Cusack 3, Bukata 2. Here's Delipi, finds Bukata. Far wing, thought about it, 13 on the shot clock. Baseline shot up, off the rim, no good. And boarded down by Avery Schieser, the 5'10 sophomore from Austin, Texas. Now the Bells trying to get something going here. And Bukata on the ground. And now it's going to be Brown. Brown will use the glass nicely with 17 seconds left, 16-11. Blue Jays. Here's Guma, picked up by Cusack. Shot clock off, 6 seconds on the game clock here in the first. Oof. Rowan Cusack will pick up the foul. I'm going to get her guilty of the reach in. The Bells, 3 turnovers in the last minute, 47. Trying to get something going here at the end. Restovich, Guma for 3. That one blocked up. Forget about it. 16-11 at the end of one as we take a look at that last play. How about that? Rowan Cusack, 5'2 senior from Vancouver, Washington. Reached up and able to swat that one away. The Bells, 3 turnovers in the last minute, 55. 5 turnovers in the last 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Blue Jays shooting 39% here at the end of one, 7 of 18 from the floor. 2 of 7 from beyond the arc for 29%. Only 1 free throw attempted by Delipi. She missed that one. 3 turnovers. 5 points off of turnovers for the Blue Jays. 6 boards, 2 offensive boards. For the Bells, 36% from the field, 4 of 11. 2 of 6 from beyond the arc for 33%. 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. 9 turnovers, 3 points off of turnovers. 11 rebounds, outboarding the Blue Jays by 5. And 2 offensive boards. Blue Jays will be on the road at Kalamazoo College on the 28th at 2 o'clock. And then we'll flip the calendar, 2025, and be back here on January 4th against North Central, the 15th against North Park. And then we won't return here to RA Falconer Hall until the 29th of January when they'll take on Augustana. In February, it's a heavy home schedule. Illinois Wesleyan the 1st, the 12th, Milliken the 19th, Carthage, and Carroll the 22nd. Bells able to get this one in just barely to Stevens, the 5'10 freshman from Concord, Michigan. Here's Kate Restovich, picked up by Delipi on the switch. Here's Conley in the corner, picked up by Brown, trying to force her baseline. There's a long 3 off the front of the rim, no good by Annie Restovich. Good board that time by MC Brown. Here's Bukata. He's trying to find Delipi, and that's going to be another turnover for the Blue Jays. Delipi just released from her position. There's a long uncontested 3 from the corner, and that's good by Notaro. Marion Central Catholic. Cusack misses. Boarded down by Brown, and MC Brown will put that one down. Both teams now starting to crash the boards pretty hard. Here's Conley between the rings. Goes left, picked up by DeLepe. Conley underneath the basket. And looks like an offensive foul. And looks like it's going to be on, is it Restovich? Okay, they're going to say Maria Stevens. That's going to be her second for the 5'10 freshman. Here's Rowan Cusack, 18-14, a 4-point lead for the Blue Jays with 8:30 left until halftime. Here on the final home broadcast of 2024. Hope you and yours had a happy Thanksgiving. 8 seconds. Here's DeLepe. Just steps inside three-point land and nails it. She's got 8. She's 4 of 5 from the field for 8 points. Rowan Cusack will not release on Kate Restovich. Here's another 3 from the corner. That one misses everything by Notaro. And we have a whistle, and it's going to be a travel on Bukata. Ten turnovers for the Bells and 4 for the Blue Jays. There's a 5-footer. That one's good by Notaro. 4-point lead, and there's DeLepe, and she's going to go back to the line. But good vision that time by Cusack. Found DeLepe streaking down the left side of the lane, got it in, and she was fouled on the way to the basket. Avery Schieser. That's her first. DeLepe 0 for 1 from the line so far today. Make it 0 for 2. Head coach Rob Hoffman. Matt Ellingson, the assistant coach for the Bells. Madison Aiello and Clara Gersholt for the Bells coaching staff. And a turnover. Here's Bukata. Bukata. She's going to go all the way and count it. 4th point for Christian Bukata, the 5'7 sophomore from Valparaiso, Indiana. Makes it 22-16 with 7:12 left until halftime. Restovich to the line. She's going to be fouled. Would have counted if it went down. Boy, it looked like she was using that right arm to clear out Bukata. Bukata will pick up the foul. Restovich to the line. And that's her first points of the day. Annie Restovich with 5 points. And she makes them both. Cusack finds Brown. How about some quick transition points for the Blue Jays? Brown now with 6. The lead is 6 for the Blue Jays. Restovich and Conley with the travel. A good pressure by the Blue Jays defensively. Brown will inbound right in front of the Elmhurst bench. I'd like to give a big shout out to my boss, Matt Hoff. Hopefully he has a very Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and to you and yours out there. Less than a week away. Get your shopping done. Here's Bukata, 15 on the shot clock. Cusack, top of the key, no good. Good box out that time by Schieser. Conley, one-on-one with Bukata, right of the lane. Tries to go underneath and gets the shot. Conley, that's her first points of the contest. 4-point lead for the Blue Jays, 24-20. DeLepe, long 3, misses that. Cusack shot up, and she's knocked down hard. Rowan Cusack. She is doing a little bit of everything today. Kate Restovich, that's her first, the sophomore from Wildwood, Missouri. Team's third. Cusack to the line. She is 3 on the day, 1 of 4 from the field. And right now the Blue Jays not shooting well from the free throw line. Now 0 of 4. And there's the first one made of the day. 25-20. Vizzy back in for the Blue Jays with Lures. Vizzy, Ely, Hardy, and Klaczynski. There's a shot up. That one no good by Pazinault. Here's Hardy. Ely keeps it alive. Now Klaczynski. Vizzy, freshman from Birmingham, Alabama. And I think Cusack was just fouled on that last play, and she was. Annie Restovich, that's her first. Team's fourth, here with 5:34 left till halftime. Here's Klaczynski. Vizzy, Hardy, top of the key. Finds Klaczynski right of the lane. Quick move and fouled. Going to the basket is going to be Lures. 5'6" sophomore from Temple Terrace, Florida. And Lures, will go to the line. Don't forget to check us out on X, Instagram, and Facebook. ElmhurstBlueJays.com. And nothing but net that time for the sophomore from Temple Terrace, Florida. Sounds like a beautiful, beautiful place. And makes them both. Ella Notaro back in for the Bells. Restovich. Going to be pinned in right in front of her bench. Able to get that one out. Finds Guma. And baseline. Nice penetration to Taro. That time too strong, though. Revizzi. Finds Ely. Ely. Right of the lane. Count it! Salika Ely, the senior from Chino Hills, California, gets into the scoring column. Here's Guma. Back over to Pazinault. Conley. Picked up by Ely. 10 on the shot clock. There's a long shot. That one no good. Hardy with a board. Hardy with a big cheering section here today. Here's Revizzi. Finds Ely. Baseline. She's going to post up and count it. She's got the last 4, and how about that? The Blue Jays extend to the largest lead of the day at 11, 31-20. Salika Ely, 5'6" senior, on fire, and so are the Blue Jays. 5 out of their last, they'll make it 6 out of their last 8. They're on a 7-0 run the last minute, 37 seconds. Hardy with 3, Ely 4, Lures 2. When you take a look at it, the starters and the players coming off the bench, very equal here today. And you talk about the depth. Our head coach Cameron Tucker, I mentioned 7-2 overall, 1-2 in the CCIW. 778 winning percentage at this point. And at home, they are perfect at 5-0. Away from RA Fagenaw Hall, 2-2. They'll be at Kalamazoo on the 28th. And then they will be away heavy in January with only 3 home contests, the 4th, 15th, and 29th. And in February, home heavy, 1st, 12th, 19th, and the 22nd. Here's Restovich. Almost a turnover. Here's Conley into the paint. Shot up, no good. And Klaczynski with a board. Anna Klaczynski, 5'11 junior from St. John, Indiana. Here's Hardy. Trying to find Klaczynski. And that one turned over. 6th turnover for the Blue Jays. Here's Notaro. Top of the key is Guma. And Restovich turns that one over. Hardy will pick that up. 13th turnover for the Bells. Ravizzi. Klaczynski shot up. Oh, would have counted if it went. But good vision there by Ravizzi. Way to shovel that one. She was going left. Found Klaczynski just outside the paint along the baseline. Klaczynski, the junior from St. John, Indiana, Marian Catholic High School, makes the first. Blue Jays, 6 of their last 8 from the field. Klaczynski looking for both, and she got them. Blue Jays now 4 of 8, 50% after starting off very cold from the free throw line. 33-20, 13-point lead. Here's Notaro. Oh, nice floating move. And Notaro. That's her 7th point. Here's Hardy for 3. Count it. Natalie Hardy with another 3. And she's got 6 on the day, all via the long shot. Restovich, 2:52 left. Pasanault, shot up and good. 5'9" freshman from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Grand Rapids Catholic Central, a powerhouse. Here's Hardy for another 3. Lights out, why not? She's got 9, all via the long shot, and there it is. Head coach Rob Hoffman calling the timeout. And the Blue Jays extend their lead 39-24. Natalie Hardy, 3 of 3 from downtown. And she has 9 points. She's got a board and a couple steals. The bench is on fire here today. Cameron Tucker. Assisted by Maya Marshall, Cameron Mitchell, Drew Ondick, and Morgan Frank. That outside shooting, it's like football. You initiate the running game to open up the passing game. Here, the 3-point play is huge because it draws the defender farther out. And the way the Blue Jays will crash the paint makes it a very, very dangerous team. And now Elmhurst shooting 52% from the field, 41 for St. Mary's College. Restovich able to get this one in. Restovich sisters out on the court. There's Notaro. 10 on the shot clock, 2:15 on the game clock. Kate Restovich went right then left and count it. She's got 4, and the lead for the Blue Jays, 39-26. Shot up, no good. Jagalia Ravizzi, the freshman from Birmingham, Alabama, will go to the line. Foul on Ella Notaro. 2 shots for Ravizzi. Blue Jays 5 of 9 from the free throw line, make it 6 of 10. Now at 60%. And misses the second. But she'll get her own board. But then turns it over. Here's Notaro and the Bells trailing. Restovich. Guma. Kate Restovich, free throw line, no good. Board by Ely. Here's Ravizzi. Starters getting ready to come back in. Klaczynski in the paint. That's a mismatch. Turnaround jumper. How about that? The step back. Count it. She has got 4. And the lead now 42-26. Timeout on the court. Called by head coach Rob Hoffman. Well, thank you for tuning in today on Suncom.tv. I'm Bill Downing. He's Gabe Martin. Also joining us on the Elmhurst University's athletics YouTube page. Blue Jays have been consistent today. They started off slow as far as free throws. Well, they have really picked it up now, 6 of 11 from the charity stripe for 55%. Only 7 turnovers to 14 for the Bells. And the Blue Jays now with a slight edge and points off turnovers, 11-8. And they got a 1 rebound lead at 15-14. Blue Jays shooting 16 of 30 from the field for 53%, 4 of 11 from downtown for 36. Blue Jays looking for their 8th win. Almost a travel that time by Restovich. Here's Guma. Restovich, long 3, look good from here, and it is. Annie Restovich. She's got 8. And we have a whistle before the pass over to Lindsay Novak. There's Cusack. Kate Restovich, that's her second, and it's going to put Rowan Cusack to the line for today. For Cusack, 4 points. 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and now 1 of 3. That shot a little bit flat for Cusack. 57.9 seconds away from halftime, and makes 1 of 2. 43-29. 14-point lead and a travel. Full court press causes yet another turnover. That's 15 for St. Mary's. Here's Cusack. Gets that one into Lewers. Lewers turns that one over. Good anticipation that time by Notaro. 8th turnover for the Blue Jays. Shot from the free throw line, no good by Notaro. And Cusack can't hold on to it. And it will be the Bells' ball. 38.6 seconds left here until halftime. Good inbound to Schieser. Restovich tried a long 3. That one no good. But a huge board that time by Notaro. Notaro, top of the key, picked up by MC Brown. 13 on the shot clock, 22 on the game clock. Here's Notaro, going to drive in. Right-handed scoop up and good. And the shot clock off the Blue Jays with the option to hold it for the final shot. Here's Cusack. Screen set by Brown. Cusack left of the block. Count it. Rowan Cusack with 7. And the Blue Jays lead 43-31 at halftime. The Blue Jays shooting 55%. The Bells 43%. Rowan Cusack with 7. D. DeLippi with 8 leading all scores. Actually, Natalie Hardy, with 9 points, all via the long shot. Natalie Hardy from Eureka, Missouri, showing the way here. And for the Bells, Ella Notaro with 9 leads the way for the visitors from Notre Dame, Indiana. We'll step aside. Blue Jays on a 6 of 6 on their last shot, and they lead 45-31. We're at halftime. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have the second half right here from RA Fagonal Hall, live on suncom.tv.
My name is Danielle Corliss, and I am in Elmhurst University's online MENP program. I believe that nursing is a calling. If you have an interest in healthcare, this is a very diverse field to go into, and you have a lot of options on what areas you want to work. I'm really excited to be a clinical nurse leader because there is a strong possibility to improve patient outcomes and improving the conditions that nurses and other medical professionals work in. I really hope to impact the lower income or underserved communities. Coming from Kentucky, where I was an EMT, and then even in my clinicals here in the Chicagoland area, there are a lot of underserved communities and they don't have access to the proper health resources. And I feel like focusing on those lower income, underserved communities can really help the healthcare system in general, but can also improve the overall health in these populations. My favorite part of this program has definitely been the clinicals. So my big aha moment during this program was during my critical care rotation. I was at a Trauma 1 center in Chicagoland area, which was a very great experience. And working in the ICU and in the ED, that's when I really knew this is what I wanted to do. Listening to my classmates and my friends talk about their experiences in clinical has been a really exciting experience, just to hear that they're doing well and that they're having the experience that we all hoped for, and that we're able to put the knowledge that we've learned in class into the actual setting and into the real world with real patients. It's very exciting because we're almost at the finish line. It's a very proud moment for us.
After my undergrad here, I was working kind of locally with a couple former alumni in kind of a business setting, and so I was kind of interested by that. And then to get this degree was a huge opportunity for me and something that I just couldn't pass up. From the first class, a couple classes, the instructors brought a lot of their personal experiences in. So it was a lot less of like, hey, let's just read the book, let's go over the text. It was more like what they brought to the table, what they've learned in their careers. And for me, that was huge because being in the small size class, having an instructor that's going to be more engaging, it just made for a better overall experience. I was always looking for something that was going to be data driven. I was really interested in some of the storytelling that we did with the marketing class. So in my career currently, I'm an insights manager at a market research firm. Having the opportunity to specialize in something made it easier for me to narrow in on an industry. When I transitioned from the MBA program into my role now, I felt like I could take on things right away and hit the ground running. It's not only getting the degree and using it to elevate your career, but I learned a lot about myself as far as being challenged and stretched to be able to balance, coaching and classwork and a job and, relationships, friends and family and things outside of that. That was so unique to me, and to anyone that's considering this, I mean, absolutely do it. Yes, it's going to be hard. Anything worth having is going to be hard, but you learn a lot about yourself by doing it.
When I graduated in 2020 with my undergrad, I knew I wanted to continue my education. It was a natural choice to come back to Elmhurst. I had grown to know and love the faculty, the students, the environment, the curriculum, the flexibility behind the MBA program. Since I didn't really have a specialization, I took that time to take entrepreneurial classes, marketing classes, to see which path I really wanted to take. And in doing so, that allowed me to kind of figure out what I wanted to do afterwards. An exciting thing that the MBA has enabled me to do, I have two different perspectives, one of my own obviously, but also from my profession. I do talent acquisition, so I'm able to review resumes and applications of people who have and do not have master's degrees or MBAs, so I know the real life implications of having an MBA. For myself, it just allowed me the opportunity to take that extra step in my education and help to understand which direction I wanted to go. If you're looking for an opportunity to connect with others, to build networks, this is a great opportunity to do that. There's a small class size. They focus on team building and projects revolved around that. So Elmhurst gives you that opportunity to, not only see what you're good at, maybe learn from others and see how they work and how they work with others and how you could maybe expand upon that. If it wasn't for Elmhurst, I don't know what I'd be doing right now.
My name is Ricky Franks. I'm a part of the Accelerated Master's Entry Nursing Program here at Elmhurst University. What drove me to choose Elmhurst is the flexibility of the program. With this accelerated program, you're allowed to start right after your bachelor's degree in any other field that you've been in. So after this, we'll have our MSNs, and then after that, if you want to pursue your career more and become a doctorate or a nurse practitioner, then you can just get your certificate. The best part that stands out to me of this program is just the relationships that I built over the time that I've been here and the opportunities and experiences I've had through clinicals. We've had all of the clinicals, so we have pediatrics, OB. It really just opens up the opportunity to experience. During those clinicals, you're able to really practice the skills that you're learning and just really facilitate that compassion to your patients. It really just made me decide that I really wanted to go into mental health. It really solidified that decision. Now I have been accepted to a post-certificate program for mental health, and I want to be a nurse practitioner after that, which is just underneath a year. I really want to advocate for patients, people who don't really have voices in those vulnerable populations. I really just want to make sure that they're heard and that they're cared for in the way that they should be.
Transformative education happens not just in classrooms, laboratories, and libraries.
Throughout the university's history, our gymnasiums and playing fields have been the sites of wins and losses, but also of lifelong friendships formed and lifetime lessons learned.
If I could send a message to the donors, I'd thank them for everything, because I do everything that I do on this court because of them. I'm able to use these facilities to the best of my ability, and I'm able to do well in sports and academics because of them.
The cohort model is actually really wonderful because you get to meet lots of different people from all different backgrounds, all different ages.
Everybody's unique in their own way, where we express our ideas and we learn different things from each other.
I didn't really kind of realize how helpful it was going to be, how much I would rely in my classmates.
We all are able to reach out to each other to help each other. Nobody's like left in the dark. We all learn together that way, and so it helps us all succeed together and makes us happier about each other's successes as we move on.
It actually has become a support system for me.
I had a few wonderful classes that gave me some real world experience.
One of my classes entailed going through a simulation. It makes you collaborate with other people in your cohort. And it just makes it more engaging.
I got a chance to have an internship. They liked me so much that they offered me a contract.
I was able to get an internship. It did help me find that that might not be the right path for me, but at least with a business administration degree from Elmhurst, it matches a lot of roles more than just one thing, so it's very versatile.
Being a military-friendly school was a big part of why I selected Elmhurst.
Military benefits actually helped me completely with my education, as I wouldn't have gone back to school if it hadn't been for the military benefits.
By being able to use the GI Bill at Elmhurst, I was able to really just focus on my education and doing well in the program versus having to worry about the financial aspect of paying for school.
It was seamless and easy to process. They also are part of the Yellow Ribbon program, which helped make up the difference for the cost that the GI Bill did not.
A few wonderful classes that gave me some real world experience.
One of my classes entailed going through a simulation. It makes you collaborate with other people in your cohort. And it just makes it more engaging.
I got a chance to have an internship. They liked me so much that they offered me a contract.
I was able to get an internship. It did help me find that that might not be the right path for me, but at least with a business administration degree from Elmhurst, it matches a lot of roles more than just one thing, so it's very versatile.
Being a military-friendly school was a big part of why I selected Elmhurst.
Military benefits actually helped me completely with my education, as I wouldn't have gone back to school if it hadn't been for the military benefits.
By being able to use the GI Bill at Elmhurst, I was able to really just focus on my education and doing well in the program versus having to worry about the financial aspect of paying for school.
It was seamless and easy to process. They also are part of the Yellow Ribbon program, which helped make up the difference for the cost that the GI Bill did not.
Welcome back. It's halftime. It's 45-31. I'm Bill Downing. He is Gabe Martin. And if I had Gabe on a microphone right now, we would sit here and tell you it was all defense in the first half because the turnovers, 15-8, committed by the Bells, and 11 of those turnovers, 11 points off of turnovers for the Blue Jays. I'm telling you, they were clicking on all cylinders. And the Blue Jays will have the opening ball here in the second half, now going right to left. Rowan Cusack finds Delipi, free throw line, kicks it out. Novak for three, no good. But Cusack, 5'2", out rebounding everybody. Here's Novak, Bukata, top of the key. Novak, second time, why not? Nothing but net for Lindsay Novak. That's her first points of the day. That extends the lead 48-31. Schieser, Brestovich. That's Annie. Kicks it out, Pazinalt. Baseline, shot up no good. MC Brown, good defense. Here's the Blue Jays in transition. And Cusack will slow it down between the rings. Novak. Cusack back on the corner. Had to make sure she wasn't stepping out of bounds. Why not? She'll try a three. Nothing but net. Rowan Cusack now in double digits with 10. And that's her second three-pointer. She's 2 for 3 from downtown. And the lead at its biggest at 20. Restovich, opposite hand shot. She went right and then left. Dribble with the right and turned around. How about that? What a shot. And she'll draw the foul on Cusack. Restovich with 4. Make it 5. Bells 4 of 5 at the free throw line. Shooting just over 75%. Here's the second for Restovich. And makes them both. 18-point lead, 51-33, Blue Jays. We'll be talking to head coach Cameron Tucker after today's contest. Here's Brown, driving baseline. Good quick hands that time by Restovich. Got a hand on it, but she was laying out of bounds. Here's Cusack. Gets it in, Bukata baseline. Picks up a quick double team. There's Cusack, 7 seconds. She'll try this one. Back-to-back threes, and she's got 13. And the lead to 21. Here's Conley. Able to shed Bukata that time, and Conley now with 4. Delipi, Brown, Novak, step back 3. In and out, no good. And the board by Pazinalt. Pazinalt, only a freshman. Wild shot up, no good. Brown comes down with it. Here's the Blue Jays in transition. Outlet pass to Novak. Bounces off her foot and out of bounds. 9th turnover for the Blue Jays. Here on the 21st of December. Restovich gets it out to Schieser. Conley, she was trying a 3, no good. Cusack with another board. She's got 5 away from a double-double. There's Delipi. Almost walked that time with it. Here's Novak. Tried to drop it back to Delipi, but good quick hands that time by Schieser. Restovich on Bukata. Oh, that looked like a clean block, but foul on Bukata. Kozinski, Hardy, Ely, Revizzi and Lewers checking back in. Starting 5 will check out. 54-35, 6:57 left here in the third. Kate Restovich, 5'7" sophomore from Wildwood, Missouri. Her sister Annie, also 5'7" sophomore. I try not to assume anything, but I think that they might be twins. Both great players for the Bells. She'll make them both. 54-37. Vizzy, Klaczynski. Now Lewers. Lewers will drive right of the lane, kicks it out. Ely, Hardy, she's got 9. Klaczynski's going to try a 3. That one off the front of the rim, no good. Restovich with the board, but pursued by a couple Blue Jays. Here's the steal, Lewers. She's going to try to go coast to coast, and she'll be fouled by Conley. Well, Lewers right there just laser locked. She knew exactly what she wanted to do. Lewers, the sophomore from Temple Terrace, Florida. Brooks DiBartolo Collegiate High School. Second foul that time on Nicole Conley, the junior from Mokina. And Lewers will go to the line for 2. And misses the first. That's her first miss of the day from the free throw line. Blue Jays now 50%, 7 of 14. Make it 8 of 15. As Lewers makes 1 of 2. 54% from the field for the Blue Jays. I don't think the shot clock started correctly. .27 on the shot clock, 6:22 on the game clock here in the third. 55-37. And a travel that time on Restovich. 21 points from the bench today for Elmhurst. 18 points in the paint. How about that one? Ely would go to the line for the and one. Salika Ely. Shout out to Chino Hills, California, Bishop Amat Memorial High School. Ely misses that one too strong. Boarded down by Stevens. Kind of a young team here for the Bells. But one that you can see, no quit in these ladies. There's Restovich. 57-37, 20-point lead. 7 on the shot clock. Here's Conley, Restovich. Nowhere to go, Conley. 3 from the wing. That's good. Conley from the far wing. That one up and good. Ely with another basket. 59-40. There's Restovich weaving through. And we have a whistle, and this one's away from the ball. Let's see who this one's going to be on. Vizzy, that's going to be her first. Vizzy picking up her first. Third foul. Kick that one into Stevens. Count it. Klaczynski just one step too late on the swat away. There's Lewers. Hardy almost fell out. Lewers, scoop shot up, no good. Lewers and Ely both knocked down. Now here come the Bells. Conley over in the corner, tries to go around Hardy. Shot up, no good, and Kozinski with the board. Revisi found Ely. Ely. That one blocked and kept alive. Pasano, that time with the block, able to get it out to Stevens. Here's Conley, step back three. That one no good. Kozinski with another board. She's got back-to-back boards. Kozinski, St. John, Indiana native. Here's Hardy. Revisi, shot up and good. (59-44), 3:47 left here in the third. Here's Restovich driving in, and she'll draw the foul. Kate Restovich with 8 points. Lewers with the foul. That's her first. Starting five back in. DeLepe, Cusack, Novak, Brown, Bukata. And looks like we're going to have a timeout with 3:42 left. Looks like we're going to have an officials timeout. Now the Blue Jays had a 16-11 lead at the end of one. And they have not looked back since. Blue Jays shooting 55% from the field, 43 for the visitors. From Notre Dame, Indiana. They held a massive first game of its kind, the college football playoff game last night from Notre Dame, the Fighting Irish, dispatching the Hoosiers. Today a whole bunch of big games out there. Nothing bigger than what we have right here. Mari Fagano Hall here as everybody is out on Christmas break, but those that can make it here to support both the Bells and the Blue Jays are here in large amounts. This is a big crowd here today. So good to see the support for these ladies. Here's Restovich. And misses the first. That one in and out. Went halfway down the cylinder and came back out. And she's got 9, makes 1 of 2. Corey Dews, the 5'11 freshman from Noblesville, Indiana. Garen Catholic, another powerhouse. Noblesville down by Indianapolis. There's Cusack. Usually you see a screen near the top of the key. That time it was all Cusack. Here's Novak with 12 on the shot clock. DeLepe. Now Bukata trying to find DeLepe, and that's off of her hands. DeLepe with 8. All right, DeLepe that time. I mean, that was quick. Bukata. A laser. Nothing really that DeLepe could do at that point. Here's Guma. That one turned over. Here's Novak. She's got to slow it down a little bit as the Blue Jays were outnumbered. Good vision there by Novak. And here's Brown in the paint. Got to get out of that lane, and she does. Novak from the free throw line. That one, no good, but Bukata will get it. Fresh 20. #21st rebound for the Blue Jays. Nice crossover. 9 on the shot clock. There's DeLepe. She's in double digits. Cusack with 13. That's 2 Blue Jays with double digits. That's a travel. That was almost an over and back. You see right there where she grabs the ball, and that was close. But they called the travel. Another turnover that time. That is the 20th turnover with a 20-point lead here with 2:26 left to go here in the third. All Elmhurst to this point. Here's DeLepe, and that's a travel. She thought about the pass, just couldn't get the ball out of her hand. Blue Jays will be on the road the 28th. They head up to Kalamazoo for a 2 p.m. tip-off, and that one turned over again. That's the 21st for the Bells here today. St. Mary's struggling on the offensive side today. (21 turnovers to 12). Ella Conyers out there. DeLepe, she's got 12. Conyers, 5'5" freshman from Mattoon, Illinois, out there for the Blue Jays. There's Conley, and she'll get the friendly roll. She's got 9. Here's Novak, quick 3. That one no good. Hasnault with the board. Restovich. DeLepe gets the board, gets it out. Here's Novak and the Blue Jays. Up by 20, 65-45. Conyer step back 3. That one hits the front of the rim, no good. Restovich. Picked up by Novak, and Novak will pick up the foul. Healy, Hardy, and Klozinski back in for the Blue Jays. Restovich, 9 points. 7 of 8 from the free throw line, make it 8 of 9. Makes them both. 53 seconds left here in the third. Cusack loses that one, but looks like Restovich got her hand on it. Yep, just as she went to swat that ball away. Here's Ely trying to find Klozinski. Ball on the court. And our first jump ball, and the possession arrow will be with the Bells. First one of the day comes with 42 seconds left here in the third. Here's Restovich. Ten-second difference, shot clock to game clock. Restovich with 11, looking for 13. Kicks this one out. Hardy turns around. Look what I found. Hardy with 9. Bounces that one into Klozinski. Klozinski hammered from behind by Maeve Lund. 5'8" sophomore from Forest Park, Illinois, Trinity High School. Good friend, Mr. Ken Trendle, the athletic director over there. Cusack gets it into Ely. Shot clock off. 8 seconds left here in the third. Cusack with 13. Hardy, got to get this shot off. No good. Well, we are at the end of three. 65-47. 18-point lead. The Blue Jays shooting 52% from the field to 43. Rowan Cusack, 13 points. "27 points off the bench for the Blue Jays here today. 24 points in the paint. As far as the fast break goes, the Blue Jays have owned that with 16 points. 10 second chance points. D. DeLippe with 12. Rowan Cusack, 13. Natalie Hardy with 9. Ely with 8. Okada with 4. Novak 3. Lewis 3. Kozinski with 4.
Elmhurst ball out of bounds to begin the fourth quarter. That's the lead on the Cardinals.
67-47. Deja Parks, the junior from Chicago, Malcolm X High School, with the last basket. How about that? Natalie Hardy. She's got 12, all via the long shot. She has been lights out. Every time she touches the ball here today, they just found the bottom of the cylinder. She's got 12, 4 of 5 from beyond the arc, 70-47. Ella Conyers will inbound to Rowan Cusack. Now Ely finds Hardy. Drops this one down to Parks. Count it, and one. Deja Parks, the 6'2 junior from Chicago, will go to the line. Revisi back in, Cusack out. Parks looking for the and one and misses it. Boarded down by Annie Restovich. Conley, long three from the far wing. That one no good. Revisi with the board. Quick outlet. Here's Hardy. I'll make that Conyers. Conyers. Got a couple whistles going on here, and I think there's going to be a foul. Hardy will pick up her first. Team's first here in the final period here in 2024. So it looks like it's only going to be a 30-second timeout. Wasn't really sure of the whistle right there, but either way, now make it a full timeout. 72-47. %55 to 41 from the field for the Blue Jays and the visitors from St. Mary's College, St. Mary's, Indiana. Big shout out from one of my very good friends we were talking about before. Maeve Lunt, the 5'8 sophomore from Forest Park, Illinois, went to Trinity High School. The athletic director, Ken Trendle, gives a big shout out for the Blazers. Are blazing hot this year on the court. Good D that time by Parks. Restovich had nowhere to go, finds her sister Kate. And we have a whistle with 2 seconds left. And that one's going to be away from the ball. And that's going to be a charge. Stevens picks up her fourth. Here's Hardy. Lights out again. How about that? She's got 15 points, all via the 3-point. The long shot has been her friend here today as she leads everybody with 15. Foul that time by Ravizzi. Alma Diaby, senior from Oakland, California, into the contest. Jayla White. And Natalie Medina. Hardy, she'll exit with 15. Ravizzi with 3. Conyers. Great job here today. Hardy leads all scorers with 15. Kate Restovich draws a little bit closer with 12. 75-49 as we approach 7 minutes left here in this contest. And that's going to be a travel. Yeah, you can see it right there. Healy really had nowhere to go on that one. The Bells, part of the Michigan Intercollegiate Athletic Association. And as you know, the Blue Jays part of the CCIW. Oh, good quick hands that time by Park. Parks gets back. Restovich. Nowhere to go. Conley for 3. In and out, no good. Stevens with the board. Back out to Conley, and I think Ely will pick up the foul. It is. It's going to be her second, team's third. Gets that one back into Conley. Guma fouled again And this one might be Diaby. It is. That's her first, team's fourth. 6:19 left, 75-49 Blue Jays. Turnaround shot is good by Nataro. Nataro now with 11. And a turnover by the Blue Jays. Number 16 on the day. The Blue Jays have looked good here today, shooting 56% from the field. 9 of 22 from beyond the arc. A lot of points. 15 of those coming from Natalie Hardy. Haley with the steal. Nice bounce pass inside. Shot up and good. Natalie Medina, a freshman from Dodge City, Texas, adds to the Blue Jay lead, 77-51, and then a steal. Here's Diaby, shot up and good. 79-51. 5:19 left. Stevens wide open, misses. And if that's Stevens, she just fouled out. And it is. Maria Stevens, the 5'10 freshman from Concord, Michigan, fouls out of the contest. She fouls out with 2 points. Here's Diaby. Back over to Ely. Jayla White, the freshman from San Diego, California. There's Restovich and the Bells. Restovich, 5-footer, good. She's got 15 points. Ties Natalie Hardy for the overall scoring lead today. Here's White. Kicks it over to Ely. Back to White. Bounce it near corner. Here's Medina. Turns that one over. Here's Restovich. 4:28 left. And we're going to have a foul right over by the scorer's table. Let's see who's going to be guilty of that. Jayla White, 5'5 freshman, with the foul. That's going to put Restovich to the line. Restovich. Solid free throw shooter. 14 of 15 from the free throw line today. 79-55. Parks will have a seat for the Blue Jays. Ella Conyers back in. Mattoon, Illinois, she calls home. Here's Conyers. Nice behind the back dribble. Finds Ely, left of the lane, shot up no good. Ely fights for the board, but out of bounds. Here's Restovich. Kicks it out to the corner for 3. That one no good, but a good board that time by Schieser. Another 3 and miss. And here's Ely. Passes it off to Alma Diaby. Conyers between the rings. 14 on the shot clock. Here's Ely. Driving right of the lane, shot up, count it, and 1. So Lika Ely with the opposite hand floater. What a shot. She's now in double digits with 10. Haley looking for the and one. And makes it. Parks back in, Ely out. There's Restovich. Trapped with a triple team. Now Pazinault will drive baseline, and she'll connect for her 9th point. Restovich leading all scorers with 17. That's Kate Restovich. Here's White looking for Parks. Parks gets it back out. There's a long three. That one no good by Medina. 2:45 and counting. Final home game of 2024. Long three by Kate Pazinault. As I mentioned, she is only a freshman, and she's got 12. Conyers. Now White. Diaby, nice spin move, top of the key, bounces it in. Shot up and good, Jayla White. 84-60. 14-point lead for the Blue Jays. Oh, nice move inside, but too strong. Schieser. I think she was surprised how wide open she was. Here's Diaby. And this one picked off. Here's Lunt. Shot up, and she's going to be fouled. Maeve Lunt. Maeve Lunt to the free throw line for 2, 84-60. She makes the first. Sophomore out of Forest Park, Illinois, went to Trinity High School. She makes the first. Here's the second by Lunt. And she makes them both. (84-62). All Blue Jays. This one stolen by Restovich. 20th turnover. Shot up by Lunt. Too strong. No good. Boy, Lunt. Heavily guarded knee. Really bad injury. Her senior year at Trinity. Missed the entire season for Coach Coleman. There's a long three. That one no good. Parks with the board. Here's Conyers. Conyers for three. Nothing but net. Make it 87-62. 60 seconds left here on the home schedule for 2024. That one good by Pazinault. She's got 14. Restovich leading away with 17. Drops it down into Parks. Parks. And guilty of a travel. Double dribble that time by Restovich. 87-64, 36 seconds left. All Blue Jays here today. There's Medina, long or shot up. That one's going to be no good. Fouled by Schieser. Medina to the line, the 5'3" freshman from Dodge City, Texas. And makes the first. 88-64. And the Blue Jays will move to 8-2 overall. St. Mary will drop to 3-8 overall. And the Blue Jays will head to Kalamazoo for their final game of 2024 on the 28th. Here's Restovich with 17. She's going to drive around Parks. That one too strong, no good. She's here with the board. And that will be it. And that would have counted if Lunt would have connected that time. 88-64. And the Blue Jays with a big win here tonight as they close out their home schedule here in 2024. They'll move to 8-2 overall. St. Mary's will drop to 3-8 overall. Blue Jays take over the series lead 2-1. Last time these two teams met, believe it or not, was all the way back on November 17th, 2021. St. Mary's defeated Elmhurst 71-70. Different story here today. 88-64. So I will switch seats and I will welcome Cameron Tucker, the head coach, here in just a second. Again, 88-64. What a win for the Blue Jays here today. As we are waiting for the head coach to come on up. Make this a quick one. He's on his way as I switch sides, and we'll have Cameron Tucker coming up next. Just 1 second as he makes his way up. All right, we're here with first-year head coach Cameron Tucker. And, Coach, big win here today against the visitors from Notre Dame, Indiana, 88-64. And your shooting from outside today was unbelievable. It's like they couldn't miss. They were cold at first, and then all of a sudden it just went. I mean, it was almost like a natural shot for them.
Yeah, and that was our second unit that came in and kind of really broke it open for us. We were kind of going hockey subs there. Just, you know, this past week, I think they've needed a little bit of energy, and with this hockey sub situation that we did, is just trying to get them, you know, more depth, get people more excited during practice just to come in and give us a little bit more energy. So I was really proud of him. Hardy, once again, had another great game, was scoring quite a few threes. And our transition was pretty on point as well. I think in the first half we were 15-0. They kind of evened it up there in the second, but first half we were 15-0 and fast breaks. So I like that from us as well. Yeah, you look up points off turnovers. You guys had 29 on them, and the turnovers were relatively even. Yeah. But you took advantage of their turnovers more than they took advantage of yours. Yeah, I think we're just a faster-paced team, and that's who we want to be. 2 games in a row now, we've been over 20 turnovers ourselves. Some of those in the first half were just silly. It was unforced, lack of concentration probably. So we've got to get that under control pretty quickly. But I am glad that we've found some shooting on the perimeter to help with our driving from Bukata and Rowan. And Rowan has been working all week with Coach Drew about getting a little bit more lift on her shot because we need her to be able to score threes because otherwise people are going to be playing 10 feet off of her. So it's nice to see her get a couple there.
Well, you had 4 players in double digits today. As you mentioned, Natalie Hardy, she couldn't miss. Everything that she shot from beyond the arc went in.
Yeah.
But
5 for 6, yeah.
Cusack, I mean, being the point person, I think, and only 5'2". She plays like she's a 10-footer, to be honest with you, out there.
Yeah.
She out-rebounds everybody, and she really has a huge heart out there.
Yeah, that's what I really like about her. She's always going to be going as hard as she can. She's a little bit sore right now with the hamstring, so we need this break, honestly. We've got Gibson that's coming back from a concussion, hopefully after break, and Steamer didn't play today, so we were kind of without our second, third leading scorers, and then to come out and score 88 is pretty impressive to me. Well,
you have that game against Kalamazoo. Did it have some of your thinking as far as the 5-on-5 substitution, try to keep them a little bit fresh for that final game?
Well, honestly, I haven't looked that far ahead yet, so I'm not entirely sure. I want us to be able to be 10 to 12 deep on game day. That doesn't mean everybody's going to get 20 minutes or, everybody's going to get 15 plus, but I want us to be able to have that depth. So when someone gets in foul trouble, someone's just they're having an off day, hey, we can plug someone else in and we're off to the races.
Well, Bukata, you talk about having an off day. Everybody else stepped up, and that's what makes having a Bukata on your team so special, with the fact that everybody's like, man, we got to watch her,
right? And
then everyone else explodes. And she takes that role as, I don't need to be the leading scorer every night, and I like that.
Yeah, she's the most unselfish kid we got, probably. I mean, she would be happy if she scored 0, but we win.
Right.
And she kind of tweaked her ankle yesterday at practice, so I was a little bit cautious with her. If it had been a closer game, she probably would have played a little bit more, but I wanted to make sure that we were saving her and not making it worse where it's a longer thing once we go back into conference.
Well, I think she plays a lot better when she's injured. I think we've seen that many times.
Yeah.
She is such a gladiator. But, Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
On your 8th win of the year. You go to Kalamazoo, and then it's CCIW, and it's a big stretch.
Yeah.
Not very many home games in January, but we're pretty heavy in February.
Yeah, and there's no easy outs in this conference. It's a tremendous conference, so it only gets harder and harder as our season goes along. Hopefully we can be a hard out as well.
Well, you guys are, and I tell you, CCIW is put on notice. You guys are here, and you're here to play. But, Coach Cameron Tucker, congratulations on a big win today. Go enjoy Christmas.
Thank you.
Merry
Happy holidays
Christmas.
to you and everybody
absolutely.
watching.
Stay safe, and be careful going to Kalamazoo. that
I know
place.
I'll let someone else drive on that one. So,
well, good luck,
right,
and
thank you.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's.
Same to you.
All right, that's head coach Cameron Tucker. We're going to send it away, folks. 88-64, your final score here today. I'm Bill Downing. He is Gabe Martin on Suncom.tv. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Enjoy, be safe, and go Blue Jays.